What's up YouTube? Another week of tips and tricks and how-to video. So in this video it's going to be around biceps. So I'm going to show you 4 exercises of how to do biceps, targeting mainly your long head on the outer end of your bicep and just the general neutral grip to get all of it. Not really going to focus on the short head today, but that will be in future videos, so don't worry. So yeah, let's start with exercise 1. Okay, in this exercise we're going to be using just a standard dumbbell. It's going to be just a regular curl, but we're going to start from where you'd start if you was doing a hammer curl. So down by your sides, and as you come up, rotate until when you're at the top, it's flat like a regular barbell curl, dumbbell curl. Sorry. Just make sure when you're at the top, your pinky is squeezing right out. It's going to give your bicep a nice squeeze and really get the blood in there and get it working. So I'll just show you from the front so you can see the rotation. Coming up like this, gradually moving it round, then get the pinky right out, squeezing, holding it for a second, and then back down. The reason I like this is because it's going to target all of the heads of the bicep, whereas you're starting here, it's going to be using the long head on the outside primarily, and as you move round into the middle, and when you get that squeeze right at the top, you're going to be utilising the inner bit a little bit more. So it's just really nice as a general warm-up really. First exercise, not necessarily a warm-up, but you know, getting that blood in the muscle, getting ready and getting them all activated and ready for the next exercises. So yeah, I'll just give you one more quick demonstration of how to do it. Now usually you do it obviously with 2, and I prefer to do them one by one, mainly because these are too wide, they don't really fit in the same sort of vicinity, but generally it's just nice to focus on getting a nice squeeze on one and going on to the other one. So yeah, that's exercise 1, moving on. Okay, so for this exercise we're going to be using 2 different straight bars. The first one's going to be lighter than the other one, so this one's got about 15 kg on it, including the bar. The other one, for demonstration purposes, has only got about 20 on it, but I'd normally put double what you're having on this bar on the other bar. So what you want to do in this is going right down to the bottom, tension your tricep to the bottom, all the way up to the top, squeezing for a second, back down, tension your tricep, and just repeating that motion, nice proper form, straight back, no swinging, getting the blood in the muscle using a light weight like this, and then once you've done your set of say 8 to 12, jump straight onto the 20 kg, 30 kg bar, exactly the same shoulder width grip. But this one, bend over a little bit and just pump out sort of half reps to get that bicep peak nice and pumped. So yeah, the reason I like this exercise is because doing the lighter weight all the way down is really going to activate all the fibres, get a lot of blood in there, get your muscle like a bit of pre-exhaustion, a little bit tired before you're going on to the heavy set, and then going on to this, the bend is going to, like I said, activate more of the peak, getting the height of the bicep, and when you've already got all that blood already in there and you've pre-exhausted it somewhat, it's going to be really good, and doing 3 or 4 sets of that superset, you're going to feel it, it's going to be good. Going to get you a nice pump, a nice big peak, and yeah, very good exercise for a flat bar rather than just standing there doing regular curls. So yeah, I recommend that, give that a go. If you want to make it a little harder and don't want to do just the peak work, you can do, again, you could just make a superset, maybe do the heavy first, proper form all the way down and back up, then jump onto the lighter and smash them out. Yeah, good exercise. I do have a piece of equipment that I recommend. If you're doing any exercises with a flat bar, just head over and grab it. So yeah, this is what's known as a bomber. I don't know if you guys have seen them, I'm sure some of you have. All you do is you pop it over your neck, adjust it so it's at about tricep to elbow sort of placement, and what it's going to do is it's going to stop your elbows from going back past your body. So if you're doing a heavier weight, making sure your back's staying neutral still, it's just going to allow you to go all the way down, all the way back up, really isolating that bicep. Kind of like a preacher curl, but just standing and a lot easier to do at home. So yeah, I recommend that. Any make will do, you know, they're all on Amazon or wherever. Yeah, that's exercise 2. Let's move on. Okay, so exercise 3, we're targeting mainly the long head, the outer. So we're going to do dumbbell hammer curls down by your sides. Good form, nice and slow, all the way to the bottom, tensing the tricep at the bottom. But we're going to do, before we do that, we're going to do a V-bar cable grip. So it's a slightly less, like, it's not a neutral grip, it's not a supinated grip, it's kind of in between. That way, like with when I said last week about the triceps, I feel like I can get a lot more power, yeah, you know, lift a lot more weight. But again, when you get down to your hips, it gets in the way. Same with this, when you get down, you can't really fully extend because your arms are locked in the way, and obviously your hips are in the way, your stomach and so on. So that's why I like to superset it. Obviously you can do these exercises separate, you don't have to superset them. I'm just showing you 2 exercises in one, so if you want to try them out, if you want to try them together, separately, whatever, it's fine. But yeah, so with this I recommend going heavy with the V-bar first and jumping straight onto something pretty light, simultaneously doing dumbbell hammer curls, doing that 3 to 4 sets. If you want to alternate doing, say, heavy V-grip to light dumbbell curl, and then heavy dumbbell curl to light V-grip, and then repeat, so you do 4 total sets, heavy then light on different exercises. Really recommend that, just to change it up a little bit. But as I said, I prefer doing just a heavy on the V-grip, lighter on the others, and just going 3 or 4 sets of that. So I'll just quickly demonstrate how to do it. Now when you're holding the V-grip, I don't like to go all the way up to the edge because it just hurts my hand really more than anything. But it just feels like my hands aren't in the correct position. So I like them slightly closer to the middle, sort of halfway between the middle and the ends. Go as far down as you can, but obviously you probably won't be able to go down the full way. Smash out 6 to 10 of them. And then jumping straight onto the dumbbells. A little bit lighter, just going up to 90, just past 90, nice and slow on the way down, tensing your tricep at the bottom, just past 90, nice and slow on the way down. That's it, that's a good superset for the long head, using hammer curls and V-grip cable curls. So yeah, it's exercise 3, moving on. Okay, so the 4th and final exercise we're going to do for today's video is going to be the dreaded 21s. I'm sure a lot of you guys know what these are. They can be done in a number of ways. You can do them with a flat bar, you can do them on a preacher curl, you can do them standing up. I'm going to show you on an easy curl bar today, standing up with a bomber, like I showed you earlier, just so you can see how to really use the bomber. Also, I do have a preacher curl, not the best quality, so for today that's kind of why I'm going to show you standing up. Just make sure, it's going to hurt, you know, there's 21 reps, you just make sure you're keeping your form in point the whole time. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, I'm going to show you this exercise with 2 different grips. Personally, I like to do this at the end of a workout, either 2 or 4 sets. So I'll do 1 set outer to get a nice burn on the short head, and 1 set inner on the long head. If I don't feel like I've done enough, obviously I'll up it to 2 of each for 4 sets. But yeah, personally I think at the end of a workout, once you've tired out everything else, it's nice to just do a relatively light weight, smashing out the higher reps, just to give it a nice little burn and warmed up. So, wider grip first, I'm going to quickly show you how to do that. So with 21s, if any of you that don't know, it's going to be 3 lots of 7. So the first one will be up to here, 7 of these, up to halfway. Now after you've done 7, you're going to sit here, do 7 up to the top, from halfway to the top. And then once you've done them, you want to do a full 7 all the way to the bottom and back up all the way to the top. Now I've only done like 3 or 4 of each here, already starting to burn. So you can imagine doing 21 of them after a full bicep workout is really going to burn. It's going to feel good. So yeah, the other way, simple. If maybe you haven't done enough hammer curls, you just feel like you haven't hit your long head enough. So you want to go for an inner grip for this one. Or just like I said earlier, you can alternate between them. But yeah, this is the mid grip for your short head in a hammer curl kind of grip. Exactly the same again. Just up to the middle, up to the top, and then the whole way. So yeah, that's 21s. Hope you enjoyed, guys. Hope you learned a few things you can try out, a few bits of equipment you might be able to grab that will help you out. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, again, please don't hesitate to comment and ask me down below. Subscribe and like, it really helps me out if you can. Really appreciate the support I've been getting. Thank you guys. Until next week.